Hi, at everyone smiley face, and welcome to today's video. Bit of a cheeky laid back video here. Two things before we start. This is completely opinion based. Naturally, there's not an objectively best or worst DLC free update, whether it's Xenoverse 2. And secondly, I think we will get at least 2 more DLC. So if we do get any more in the future, at some point in the future, I'll come back to this and I will give this a bit of a revision or a second take or whatever, stuff like that. But for the time being, this is going to be my personal rating for all of the current Xenoverse 2 paid DLC, as well as a few of the free updates, as well as just some, stuff like that. You can see in the bottom what we're going to be, using right here. So let's get straight into it with DLC 1, Dragon Ball Super Pack 1. Not a great start, if I'm being completely honest. Now, 2 new characters, Cabba and his awoken Super Saiyan Cabba, and Final Form Frost. And we also had Hit as a mentor, which is fair enough, but you get the usual stuff after that, new Super Souls, new emotes to use in Continent City, new attacks, new Parallel Quest costumes, stuff like that. Those last few things I mentioned, every DLC pretty much has those, new Parallel Quests and new attacks, so that's not really too big of a deal. Yeah, again, starting off with a bit of a, there's only one new attack from the new Parallel Quest, which was the Breaker Energy Wave, the Angry Kamehameha. So if I'm being completely honest, just because of the paid stuff, I kind of want to put it in D rank, but I'm not going to do that because I'm also going to be rating the free updates with them. So the free update for DLC 1 gave you a walk-in hit, which had pure progress. You had 2 stages of pure progress, as well as Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10 Goku as part of the free update. And I think it had stuff like, like a balancing patch, which most of the updates had. So again, I'm tempted to keep this in D, but because we had Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and, Hit, Walking Hit, which is possibly, objectively, if you know what you're doing, the best character to use in Xenoverse, I'm going to bump this up to a C, probably a C minus, but regardless, yeah, we'll put that in C right there. Now, before we move on to DLC 2, Dragon Ball Super Pack 2, we also had a pre-order bonus, which if you pre-ordered the game, I think any version of the game, as long as it was a pre-order, you'll gain access to Base Form Goku Black and the Tail Pale Canton City vehicle, which is, as of right now, the fastest vehicle in the game. But you can only get it if you can buy the pre-order separately. But, again, it's a pre-order. I think it's like £3.99, like £4, a couple of dollars. Again, you don't really see Base Form Goku Black being used. The Tail Pal stick is useful, but again, it's a pre-order, so I am actually going to put that in D. If they made it a timed thing, then I'd probably just put that on A or S, because it's a free update, whatever, I don't know. But because it's not, that's going into the D rank right there, and that's where it's going to stay. So next we have the Masters Pack, the 5 new mentors, Bardock, Cooler, Wizard, Android 16, and I forget the other one. Who is it actually? Future Gohan. Again, this is a free update. You can get it right now. So because it's a free update and you don't need anything to get it, just go into the store, get it, download it, and you've got access to it right off the bat. Again, it's a free update. I don't know why they left it, early. I don't know why they waited so long to add this, unless it wasn't done or they wanted to have a free update later on. Because if you remember the data transfer, certain attacks from Wiz and Bardock, they couldn't be transferred from Xenoverse 1 to Xenoverse 2. So maybe they didn't have the attacks made already or balanced or whatever. But again, this is a completely free update. So you know what? It's free. It's whatever. It gives you more content for nothing. S rank. All good there, and some really powerful attacks, some really cool attacks as well. And next we have Dragon Ball Super Pack 2 DLC 2. Only 2 more characters again, those being Valos and Champa, and much like in DLC 1, you rarely see those characters being used online. Yes, people do use them, but it's very, very, very rare. Especially for me, it's just rare I see people use Champa. It's Valos more than anyone, surprisingly enough. But with this, you do actually get the first new piece of story mode since the game came out. That's all good there. As well as the new stage, which was the Nameless Planet stage, that massive Dragon Ball spoilers. And after that, you get, you get stuff like the new attacks, new parallel quests, blah, 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 Super Souls. But you also get, as of right now, the only DLC, I guess part of DLC after the game was released. The only DLC vehicle, which was a space pod. You know what? It's certainly not a C rank. But yeah, again, like, I actually can't remember what the free update for this was. So maybe it will be a C rank because I can't remember what the free update of it was. Maybe just like adding stuff into the TP Metal store, but it's whatever. So I don't, like, I'm actually quite torn here. It's either going to be a C or B rank. You know what? If I had a C plus, I'd put it here, but I don't. So you know what? It will be a C rank. Again, it's just characters no one uses and no one really, for the most part, asked for. Dragon Ball Super Pack 3, DLC 3. This is where I'm gonna get rather. Right, it's gonna start getting a little bit better now, I think. So this actually added 3 new characters. Yes, 3. Those being Zamasu, base form Zamasu rather, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, or as they call it in Xenoverse 2, or is it Goku Black Rose? A very highly requested character you see being used all the time. Very good there, very nice stuff. And surprisingly enough, you may have forgotten about this. Bojack, and Bojack is also a mentor. Again, as usual, you've got like the new skills, new parallel quests, new costumes, super souls, emotes, titles, what have you. So that's all good there. So far, I'd say this is probably a C rank. Well, actually, no, maybe a C plus. But the free update also added some new skills into the TP Metal store, such as Divine Lasso, and also in the parallel quest, you can also get Super Black Kamehameha Rose and the normal Super Black Kamehameha from the TP Metal store. And is this one added? No, Sword of Hope is the next one. So because you've got skills that people really wanted and some really cool skills, maybe a bit controversially, I don't know, but I'm actually going to put this into B. Okay. Yosha in the chat because DLC 4, Dragon Ball Super Pack 4 added only 2 new characters, mind you, but those being Super Saiyan Blue Vegito as well as Fuse Zamasu, Merge Zamasu, whichever one you want to call it in both correct terms. And it also added as of right now, this is the last story mode we've actually gotten for Xenoverse 2, which adds the events from the Future Trunks Goku Black arc from Dragon Ball Super. Very nice there. And again, after that, you just get new skills, new attacks, costumes, blah, blah, blah. And I actually, once again, the free update added just like new skills, such as, in the TP Metal store, such as Sword of Hope, which is kind of like a pseudo Awoken. So you know what? That's fair play, I guess. Again, this is at least a B rank. We'll give this a. I'll put this in A rank. It would probably be an S rank if I added just maybe another character. That being the character that should have been added: Super Saiyan Rage, Future Trunks, and or adding Super Saiyan Rage as an Awoken for our Saiyan Cax, but they didn't. So you know what? It could have been better, but definitely the best DLC from the first season pass. And let's move on now to DLC 5. Okay, DLC 5, the first DLC to paid DLC to add 4 new characters rather than 2 or 3. Those being Deborah, Buhan, Tapion, and Android 13. And you've also got Zamasu as a mentor here. And then the usual new Super Souls, new titles, skills, costumes, stuff like that. Now, just for those characters, I'd probably put this in a B rank because, you've got 4 characters. But at the same time, who asked for Android 13? Not final form Android 13, it's just base form, like with the trucker hat. Tapion, fair enough. Same thing, I guess, with Deborah, maybe? But with Buhan, yes, people want Buhan. But I don't know, I'm just torn here because everyone wanted Buhan, but he only has one ultimate, and that's a Super Kamehameha. Like, really? Now, the free update, I believe, was just like a massive. Oh, no, sorry, the free update was like, I think, like a patch update, like skill patch and all that. But it also added the Hero Coliseum. Now, personally, it's not for me. If I want to play a game like that, I'll just open my 3DS, my Nintendo Switch, and play Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. But it's a game within a game that's still getting updated. It's got its own story mode. So just in terms of if you're somebody who likes those sorts of games, honestly, it's not really for me. But honestly, I'd actually probably put that as an S rank. There's so much new content added in this update, and you've just got to say fair enough. DLC 6. I'll say it right now, this is going to be an S rank as well. 4 new characters as well. Jiren, Ranger 17 through, and we also had Ultra Instinct Goku, as well as the Tokopedia, which is like another sort of mold that adds, like, you know, it's like just a fantastic sort of like what if scenario, even though Xenoverse 2, well, Xenoverse is kind of what if. Also, another patch update. I believe this added, what was it? When I say patch update, I mean skill patch and stuff like that, Hero Coliseum tweaks, new trophies as well. And it also added, what was it, Dual Ultimate with Fundamentals, and also it added Super Saiyan Blue as a transformation for our Cax. Very nice there. Possibly the best DLC we've had for Xenoverse 2 so far. If I had an S plus or Z rank on this list, that would have been there. So yeah, that's actually a fantastic update, rather nice there. Next we have DLC 7, which added Kefla and Super Baby Vegeta as playable characters. Two very highly requested characters, so right off the bat, probably a bit, well, it's going to be at least a B rank, I would think, just because it added characters that we actually really want to play as, and I'm actually pretty unique. That's all good there. Yeah, you know what, we're putting the B rank. I'm still not, I don't know if I'm going to bump it up to an A rank, because the free update added, I don't think this was the raid mode. I think that was in the next one. But this, I think like the free update for this just added like the biggest skill patch update and balance we've had so far. And I think in Xenoverse 2 entirely, I believe at least, almost every sort of skill and attack got changed in some way, shape or form. People are saying that they could have just saved that sort of skill patch sort of update, you know, for the next game, next Xenoverse, whatever, if there's going to be one, or the next game in the Xenoverse style or whatever, and just pull them over there and call it a day. But no, they did it for this update. So you know what? Maybe a B plus. Again, I've had like subcategories of each sort of rank here, like S plus, B minus, or whatever, stuff like that. Yeah, a respectable update. You know what I mean? It's fair enough, I guess. And next we have DLC 8. Two new characters, full power Super Saiyan Brody from Dragon Ball Super Brody, and Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Very nice there. Once again, two very highly requested characters. Free update added the raid mode, and you could also unlock raid skills from existing expert missions like Gigantic Key Blast, Peeler Storm, but these could only be used in the raid mode, and then later on the double crystal raid mode. So you know what? That's fair enough. I'm going to put this into an A rank. It would have been an S rank if we had just like maybe some more, like a unique story mode, or more story mode I should say. But no, just adding new parallel quests, and you know, just stuff like that. Granted, some of the skills they added, such as Gigantic Roar, is absolutely fantastic. Gigantic Charge. But if we just had a bit more, that would have been bumped up to into an S rank. But for the time being, we'll keep this in an A rank. And again, if they do add more updates in the future, more DLC, I'll revise this list and maybe my opinions will change. I have to wait and see right there. But next, we actually have, before we move on to the Ultra Pack, DLC 9, we have Photo Mode. Now, this is, I messed up the picture here, just an Otto Mole. What does that mean? I'm putting it into an S rank, again, free update. Anyone can get it if you just have the latest update to Xenoverse 2 for any console. I mean, it's all for any console apart from the light version. I'm putting this in an S rank mostly for selfish reasons or personal reasons, I guess. It just helps so much with thumbnails and stuff like that. So, just for me, I'm putting this into an S rank, but I would probably put this into a C rank, or maybe even a B, or maybe like a C plus or B minus, I don't know, if I didn't make videos on it. Because yeah, it's fun. Everyone's messed around in photo mode. I don't just go into photo mode just to have, well, just to mess around or whatever. I go in there to make, you know, to get a thumbnail or a template for a thumbnail, then I edit it later on in paint.net. That's not a website, the program's called paint.net. Yeah, so again, putting that into an S rank there. And while I'm talking about S rank, possibly the final S rank for this list, the light version of Xenoverse 2. Again, I'm looking at this from the perspective of, for the light version of, if you're somebody that doesn't have Xenoverse 2, the full game, and you're thinking of trying it, or for whatever reason you can't get the full game, yeah, financial or whatever reasons, this is completely free. The light version of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, you know, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 Lite, absolutely fantastic. I mean, it was kind of random that they did it. It's like, oh, okay, that's a bit strange, but you know what? That's fair enough. But again, if you're someone who plays the full game, this is probably a D, to be honest. It'll be in a D, but just because it's like, you know, well, you've already got the full game. It doesn't offer any new content. So yeah, but from somebody who hasn't played Xenoverse 2, this and can't play it for whatever reason or can't pick up the full game, this is absolutely fantastic. So next we have Ultra Pack 1 DLC 9, 3 new characters, Super Saiyan God Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, and Libriano. All good characters, surprisingly enough. So yeah, they're all good characters, but I can't remember what the free update was. I think the free update was just something like a skill patch, blah blah blah. Again, it was kind of a bit of a forgettable update. No, it wasn't, my bad. I just remembered, yeah, we're going to put this into a B rank because I just remembered what they added in the free update. One thing they added, at least, which bumped this up from a C rank to a B rank, and that was Super Saiyan Blue Evolution for your Saiyan Kak. Fair enough, my bad. Yeah, completely forgot about that. Yeah, I think a B rank for this is decent, to be honest. Yeah. Okay. And finally, we have DLC 10 Ultra Pack 2. 2 new characters, Android 21 and Majub. Majub, a very highly requested character, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually ask for Android 21. I think they did it just for promotion for fighters. Now, the free update added the double crystal raid, but I'm actually only going to put this in a C rank because the double crystal raid, if you win, you get skills that you haven't already unlocked, so that's very useful. But I added it a bit too late, in my opinion. Android 21, fun character, but it's just like, you know, what? Where's Topo? Where's PyCon? You know what I mean? Like, where's all those characters? But with that said, this is my list. My list right now. Do you agree with me? Do let me know in the chat. If you disagree with me, do let me know as well. Again, this is just my opinion. Guys, with that said, thank you for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.